So today we are joined by a very special guest from what you can call the heart of Ukraine in Vinnytsia. Yes, we're right here in Ukraine with an individual that'll have her introduce yourself to you. So your name, your age, and your hometown.
So, hi guys, my name is Darina Krasnovetska. I'm 16, I'm from Ukraine, and I live in the most prettiest city, Vinnytsia.
Tell us about your music career so far, because you may know Darisha or Darina Krasnovetska from the Junior Eurovision Song Contest from 2018. She got 4th place there, but since then she's had so many accomplishments. What have been your greatest accomplishments so far?
So, since childhood, I have always been singing, whether it was in kindergarten, at home, or on the street. And my parents decided to take me to audition for a vocal teacher. And since then, I have never been apart from music for a day. So what about my most important achievements? I represented Ukraine at the Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2018. I got into my dream project, The Voice Kids 4, at the team of my favorite Ukrainian singer, Dima Monati. Won twice at the most prestigious Ukrainian festival, Black Sea Games. Received the Person of Year award, had the honor of performing the national anthem on Ukraine's Independence Day in the main square of the country in the first year of presidency Volodymyr Zelensky.
And that's a very good segue to our next question. How did that happen that you were able to perform for the president in 2019, and what emotions did you have?
So the main director of Independence Day celebration, was looking for a long time for a girl who would sing the national anthem on Independence Day. And then they called us and they told me to perform the national anthem a cappella and send a video. And how surprised I was when after a while they called me and said that I will sing the national anthem on the day of Ukraine's independence. I felt incredible emotions because of me. It's a great honor and responsibility to perform the national anthem on Independence Day, the 4th president of Ukraine.
For sure. And now over the past year, in fact, last year, Darisha has been very busy with releasing some new songs. The latest one, Under the Vinnytsia Rain, Pod Vinnytskim Doshem. That went viral. It became a TikTok trend. How did that make you feel?
So, to be honest, I didn't expect that the song to become popular, but I'm really happy that it touched people's hearts, and especially pleased that the song to became popular among military and defenders of our country.
A lot of videos on TikTok of soldiers with your songs, and yeah, that became very touching for sure. Now, speaking of Vinnytsia, or maybe Under the Vinnytsia Rain, what are your favorite places in Vinnytsia, and why is that?
So, one of my favorite places in my hometown is the embankment of Russian Fountain. I like to sit in cafe near our water tower, and I also like to walk in our central city park. So Vinnytsia is the very picturesque and beautiful city.
Now, if you're comfortable, of course, it's been now almost 2 years since the war in Ukraine, and it still continues. Can you briefly tell us about that day on February 24th, 2022?
So, honestly, I think there's nothing to tell. Like, first emotions are fear, shock, not understanding and perceiving why everything is happening like this. And I think I don't want to delve into all those memories because these are the most painful time for every Ukrainian.
Yeah, no, I understand, and I totally respect that, and I thank you for sharing that information and those emotions with us. That's definitely very respectable. So speaking of Ukraine, very simple question here for you. What does Ukraine mean to you?
Ukraine is my native home. I love my country for its beauty, history, language, people, and traditions. Ukraine is country of heroes who defend our independence and freedom like every day, every hour, and every minute. This is my native country, which I love with all my heart. This is my motherland, the best and dearest, and I'm so proud of being Ukrainian.
Yes, that is definitely a very well said. A few sentences there, and what you'll notice, Darisha is a very intelligent, smart young person
Thank
who
you.
certainly can learn a lot from here. So, what do you value most in life?
So each of us has our own priorities and values in life. And for me, life is my most important value. These are close and dearest people who are always there and always with you. These are the most pleasant moments and memories. I believe that money will not bring happiness to a person, but his personal dreams, views on life, moral values, everything that makes him joyful and happy.
Now we're going to end off on a very high note here, on a bright note, because I think that's where things are going. Another very simple question: what gives you hope?
For me, hope is love and dreams, but hope is what keeps us afloat when life gets tough. And after all, love reminds us that the most valuable people are always nearby, and dreams always come true if you have faith on yourself.
And that's a good way to end it, putting a period there. Today I was joined by Darina Krasnovetska here in Vinnytsia, Ukraine. Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate it. And make sure to follow Darisha on TikTok, on Instagram, at Darisha Music. Make sure to give us a like here, subscribe, and definitely appreciate it. Also on Facebook. So a lot of content there. Make sure to watch it. Thank you for joining us, everybody. And definitely, do перемоги.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you.